So it looks like my pond's bottom drain is clogged. And thank you guys so much for joining me today. It's gonna get really bright out here in a little bit. It's the morning. It's literally the worst time of the day to record a video, but it's kind of the only time that I really have. So what I'm actually going to do right now is I'm going to just turn off my pond pump. I have the controller for it under this bucket right here. Actually, I think I have to actually just unplug it. Whoa, it's actually getting quite hot under there. So I'm just gonna put it in the shade. Okay, so the pump is now off. There's no water coming out of my return pipes. And now I'm going to close the knife valve for my skimmer. And unfortunately, you guys might remember, but this thing is messed up, the knife valve for my 4-inch pipe that connects to my bottom drain, so I'm actually not going to close that. Depending on how badly this pipe is clogged, I think what I might do right now is I might just try draining the settlement tank and just get an idea for like how much water is actually coming through that pipe, because there should be a little bit. So normally what I would do, like say if this gate valve was working, I would just close it completely, and then I would drain out the settlement tank, which is this trash can right here, and then I would open the gate valve to like kind of purge that 4-inch pipe, and hopefully that would unclog it. Yeah, unfortunately someone like kicked it or something. I don't know what happened, and yeah, unfortunately I'm afraid that if I put down the handle I won't be able to bring it back up, because I think it might actually be disconnected from the blade inside. All right, here we go. Put this down here, plug it in. Oh, we want that to go that way. There we go. Oh, all right, good enough. So it doesn't really seem like the water is draining all that quickly. So there is for sure some water coming through the 4-inch pipe, but I just want to see how far I can actually drain this thing. So as you can see, guys, the settlement tank is basically completely drained, and there is barely any water coming through that bottom drain. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to fix this, but I think the first thing I'm going to do is just try to take off this 90-degree angle, and then maybe just see if the knife valve somehow closed on its own or something. I don't know. Oh geez, this thing is like really stuck on there. Okay, there we go. And I'm just gonna stick a shovel through here. I just want to make sure this is open. Yeah, I mean, the knife valve is completely open. The next thing I can try to do, I don't know, I'm thinking maybe I can stick the hose through the 4-inch pipe and just push it all the way through and see if there's some kind of a blockage. Part of me feels like it might just be that the bottom drain at the bottom of the pond is just covered with debris. That's one possibility. All right, I'm just gonna see if there's any blockage in the actual pipe. If not, oh, something's happening. Oh, I feel something. There's something blocking. I feel stuff in there. Okay, nothing. Let's try that again. It could just be that the hose is getting, you know, in the angles of the pipe. It could just be getting caught in those angles inside the pipe. Let's see. Oh my gosh. It's got to be almost all the way through by now, I would say. All right, guys, so it's time for plan B. I'm going to see if I can stick something down into the water and see if I can kind of scrape around the bottom drain and see if anything happens. I'm gonna try with just a PVC pipe first, see if I can reach the bottom drain. I can physically feel that there is a lot of debris at the bottom of the pond. So I'm going to use my big plastic rake. I'm not using a metal rake because I don't want to scrape the liner. Let's try with the rake and see if we can do something. Oh my gosh, guys, it worked. Check that out. Oh man, that water is putrid. Man, this was all that water that was just sitting down there. Man, so that's what it was. It was just that there's too much debris on top of the bottom drain. Nothing could get through. So I think what I'm gonna do right now is I'm going to go ahead and drain this again, and then I'm gonna clean out the settlement tank. Oof, man, what a relief. Oh no, is that a dead minnow? Where did it go? If I see it again, I'll scoop it out. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw that, but this thing was bubbling. There's air coming up from the bottom drain. Oh, look, and a dragonfly. Look at that, a red one. Wow. All right, guys, here we go again. Man, it is too early for me to be filming a video. I haven't even had a full cup of coffee yet. Okay. I still have my skimmer closed, so all the water coming through will be coming from the bottom drain. I'm just gonna run that a little bit. All right, oh, make sure it goes down the hill. And actually, I don't want to drain the pond too much, so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna put this 4-inch elbow back on the input, just so that the water level will stop when it gets to the top of this. I'm gonna put it in this way, so here we go. It won't drain more than that. So there is a small part of me that is a little bit concerned that by disturbing that debris at the bottom of the pond, that I may have created an ammonia spike. That is something that I am a little bit worried about. So once I get the pump going and everything and the filtration running again, I'm going to check the ammonia levels just to make sure that, well, I mean, if it happened, it happened, then I'll have to deal with that. But I will be checking the ammonia levels once I have the filtration running again. As you can see, we already drained a pretty significant amount of water, like maybe 3 inches or so. And water should stop pouring into the settlement tank any second now. Here we have Mr. Dragonfly again, very nice. And there actually is one other thing that I wanted to do really quick. I have these really fine mesh bags, and let me show you what I want to do. I'm just gonna open this right here. This is like the pump housing. Oh, whoa, there's a bunch of debris in here too. But anyways, I wanted to try to put this mesh bag over this 2-inch ball valve that I have right here. Some of you guys might remember that I use this ball valve to help regulate the flow of my pump. So a little bit of water is diverted through this ball valve, and I want to see if I could just tie this around it, you know? Is that possible? Can I do that? Oh, gotta turn my pump off, 1 second. All right, there we go. So now I'm just gonna try to clean out the settlement tank as best as I can. And I mean, as far as I can see, it seems to be doing its job. I mean, it's collecting a bunch of debris. Oh shoot, oh whoa. A full-on goldfish ended up in here, guys. Check this out. I'm guessing he must have got sucked up by the bottom drain. Yeah, I'll be making sure there's no fish in here. All right, guys, so it seems like I cleared up everything at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to either I'm going to just fully remove this 90-degree angle, or I'm going to point it down, and then the settlement tank should fill with water again. Oh, no, I dropped. Ah, there we go, got it. There we go. Yeah, let's just let this thing fill up again. Once it fills up, I'll open the 2-inch valve. But yeah, to be completely honest, part of me wants to drain it again, just because I think it's still picking up stuff from the bottom. Yeah, let's drain it one more time for good measure. So I just checked the water that's coming out of the other end of the hose, and it's not coming out super dirty or anything. It's pretty much coming out just like a light green, pretty much the same color as the pond water. So I think I'm actually going to stop draining it right now. So yeah, just gonna unplug the pump, take this thing out of here, put this thing down again. Also just go ahead and open the skimmer valve. Might as well empty that skimmer basket while I'm at it. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and plug the pond pump back in. Water is already coming back out of the returns. And yeah, I think everything's going according to plan. I'm just going to close everything back up real quick. Might put this back here so it's a little more in the shade. And I'm just gonna put the net back on. I know this kind of stuff, guys, the maintenance side of things, it's not always the most exciting, but I'm actually really happy that I was able to unclog the bottom drain and that it wasn't a more difficult problem, because that could have been, I don't know, I just wasn't really sure what to expect. So as you guys can see, I think we drained a good, probably about 5 inches of water from the pond. I am already, trickle filling it back up with dechlorinated water. The reason I'm filling it up so slow is because if the water goes too fast through the dechlorinator, it won't actually dechlorate the water enough. And that is my inline dechlorinator. So yeah, probably in about a day or two, it'll be back up to its normal level. As for the skimmer is above the water, so it's not working yet. Once the water level goes above the skimmer, that skimmer will be fully functional again. And then I'll go ahead and put the skimmer straight up, because right now I have it at an angle, but once the water level's back up to the normal height, I'll put that skimmer back up straight. And just real quick, these are some baby water lily plants that I found when I was cleaning out the settlement tank. I'll probably replant those into something. In other news, I already ordered the Haiger automatic koi pond feeder that I was talking about in my last video. I should be receiving it in a couple days. And I still do need to shop around for a UV bulb to help me get rid of the green water. I think Haiger also makes one, but if you guys have any other suggestions, feel free to let me know in the comments below. And yeah, guys, that's gonna be just about it for this video. If you did like this video, I'd really appreciate it if you went down there and gave this video a like. That helped me out so much. If you'd like to see more of my videos in the future, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'll go ahead and put my Instagram right here. And I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Peace.